Hey guys, my name is Jay over at Firebrand Media, and today we're going to talk about what is event videography. So that's a really good question. It's not an umbrella and catch-all phrase, because you have your wedding videographers, you have your cinematographers, you have your producers, you have X, Y, and Z, you have your event videographers, you have your corporate event videographers. They're all different. In my time shooting or creating, building Firebrand Media and shooting events, I can say it's taken me all over the country to shoot all kinds of cool things. An event videography for an event could look like SOAFest. I did SOAFest in 2019, where I was on a stage in Miami, and I had I could well assume was over 10,000 people in front of me jumping at the same time, making the stage shake, which was super insane. To an event where we're in a corporate ballroom with a multifamily developer seminar, and that event requires a certain level of decorum and respect for the event, in that we're not to be intrusive, and it's more talking heads. Or let's say like a wedding. We've done an event, a wedding where there's several elements of the production, and it's life on fire type, a life on fire experience, where you're trying to run around and capture certain elements for the recap of that wedding and making a wedding film. So all require you to think differently and wear different hats as an event videographer, whether you're on a main stage of a mega festival, or you're in a corporate ballroom, or you're at a wedding, or vice versa, workshops or such. You got to tackle them a little bit differently. They all have baseline in common. Event videographers focus on the BME WMC. Okay, what is that BME WMC? The BME is the beginning, middle, end of an event. Can you cover it and take it back to post and have them look at it, digest the content, and make sense of it without hearing a lick of audio? They should be able to look at that archive that you've shot and see it and go, oh, wow, I can tell where it's at, where it's going, and how it ended. And generally feel the sentiment from the raw archive. The wide, medium, close-up, the WMC, focuses on each column of the BME, beginning, middle, end. We want to capture the wide, medium, close-up of each part of the event. An event has an A to Z. It starts and it ends. But covering that event and doing it effectively as an event videographer and event production companies, or as an event production company, is important. You want to focus on maintaining that flow so that it goes back to the post-production and everybody can make sense of it. When you're shooting wide, medium, close-up shots, we're diversifying the lenses. We're swapping lenses. We're changing frame rates. We're doing over-cranked footage. Maybe we're under-cranking the footage for stylistic approaches. Maybe when we want to shoot 120, 4K, we want to do ultra slow-mo footage. It's all appropriate for its purposes. And a great way to diversify that content on wide, medium, close-up across beginning, middle, end of an event is by changing lenses, changing the settings in camera, and getting a little creative with it, getting comfortable with it. Event videographers typically are fast on their feet. They're pretty nimble. But there's a little difference between them and a production company. So an event production company comes with a full arsenal of tools and people that wear different hats and do different functions and different things. They specialize maybe in setting up lighting for media day, and also tackling main stage while also carrying a stream and doing a headshot portfolio for the whole company at an event. Whereas a event videographer may shoot the event from beginning to end, and they follow the crowd or run of show per the point of contact from the company that's represented. Event videography can be complicated, but it can also be very smooth. Communication is one of the biggest factors of event videography, meaning that point of contact that's written into the proposal. That's what we do at Firebrand Media, is that we designate roles and responsibilities, deliverable expectations, as well as scope of work. Those are in tandem are binded by the relationship we have with the point of contact. So having someone that represents the company on site that we're shooting for to help us understand the run of show changes, where they will happen because all events are chaotic, is super helpful when making 180 changes with a large team, or let's say a small team, or a solo person. Event videography is what it is. It's a diversified approach to shooting to shooting an event. It's not complicated, but it can be complicated if not done right. So that's a little bit about what is event videography. If you have any questions about production, video production, photo production, give us a call at Firebrand Media. We'd love to talk to you and help you figure out ways that we can solve your production needs.